What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon. I got just a quick, I'm making a quick video for you because there was a Cam Wake interview done yesterday, press conference, that I just got access to the ability to bring to you guys. So I'm going to give that to you real quick, and then I'm going to work on my preview video for this game. So I'll have that for you here in a little while. So expect that shortly, but in the meantime, enjoy the interview, and if you enjoyed the show and if you enjoy the interviews and the stuff that I bring to you, make sure you subscribe. If you want the alerts, hit the bell, hit the like button, leave your questions, comments, concerns, share it with your friends and family, and of course, add me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is in the end screen. With that, I will see y'all soon. Fins up.
Obviously, you've gone from 5 defensive ends to 4. Have you got any idea from Matt or Coach Chris whether your snaps will be impacted by it, or if they want to keep it about the same?
I think that's kind of one of those things. It depends on how the game goes. See which way the wind blows, and we'll take it from there.
What do you think of Woodard, man? Had him around for a while. You know a lot more about him than we would because we haven't actually seen him out there.
Yeah, no, I like him. Hard worker, great player, pass rush, play the run, play different positions, both sides. Exactly what you want, and I think that's why he'll be successful.
Kim, what would a win do for you guys this week?
Same thing it did the last week, and the week before that, and the week before that.
What would a win in New England do for you specifically?
Same thing a win in New York did for me. It's just another game. It's the most important game of the year because it's the next game. Next week will be the next most important game of the year, and the week after that, and 2 weeks ago, and so on and so forth. It's just another game, another opponent. Go out there and do what you're supposed to do, get another win.
I guess you came into Miami after 2008, the last time you guys won there, and they had to walk at that team. What do you remember about that team coming in there?
Was that 09? It's a long time ago. Not many specifics. I don't even think about last week, let alone 10 years ago.
Do you think you guys have played him well the last 2 years with Case?
Was it split?
Split last year, lost both in 16. One of them was the game up there in 16. You guys, I think, lost by a touchdown.
You guys are making me go in my memory banks. I guess when we win, we play well. When we didn't. I mean, to be honest, I couldn't care less, and I'm sure they don't care about what happened 10 years ago, 3 years ago. It's going to be Sunday night or Sunday afternoon. It'll be what matters or doesn't matter. What happened 2 years ago, 5 to 10, 20, it's a play-by-play. You got to win the play. You got to win the day. And that's all I'm focused on.
Have you talked much with the two guys you got from them, Amendola and Bolton, since they've been here? Got any insight from them?
No, I mean, not really. I mean, to be honest, I mean, maybe maybe the DBs, maybe some coaches, and they want to figure out philosophies and scheme. But where I play, there's a guy between me and my destination. He's going to do his best to stop me from getting there, and aside from maybe wondering which way he's going or how he might change the play or whatever, that doesn't help me as much as doing my job. So I always feel like I don't care what you're going to do. If I come punch you in the mouth, I win. I'm not reacting to you. You should be reacting to me. So if I come off and I'm aggressive and I attack, now you have to respond. If I do it the other way around, I feel like I'm at a disadvantage. So big picture, sure, I'd love to get the philosophy and all that, but at the end of the day, his hand's in the ground, so is mine. I'm going to attack you and let you figure out what the hell to do about it instead of me trying to figure out what you're going to do.
What are your thoughts on the NFL pointing emphasis on these roughing calls?
How much time we got? We don't have enough time. I do a whole monologue on that. It's, I don't know, sad. Obviously, I mean, I don't think it's a secret that the league is concerned about player safety. Just depends on what players. Because as a defensive player, there's so much that's available to someone else to do to me that I cannot do to someone else. So it's just, if it's player safety, everybody should be safe, not just certain players. Should be everyone.
I know you guys just came from NFLPA. I mean, is there anything they can do to kind of emphasize, say, defensive linemen are just as good as quarterbacks?
No, my knees don't mean anything. My helmet doesn't, my head doesn't mean anything. I mean, if you look at football, obviously you see what happened. So I think it's silly for anyone to say that we care about all players, but you can do certain things to certain players at certain times. I mean, it's almost silly if a quarterback is running the ball, how the rules change to now he's a running back and you can do everything you want, but now he's a quarterback, you got to stop doing certain things. It's not fair, but life isn't fair, right?
How much are you thinking, I guess, at this point, as you approach the quarterback, of how I land on this guy? Or
Just play football, let them figure it out.
So you're just going to do the same thing as ever. If you smash the guy with all your body weight,
If it happens, it's football. I mean, at that point, then I'm in the history of football. You're, as a defender, I'm assuming you're trying to provide energy to that player. But now I'm supposed to sacrifice myself in order to save or protect him.
At a bare minimum, hesitate to consider.
I land on myself, don't land on the player. Because I'm running, the ground's there. The ground's not going to move. I mean, right? I haven't seen it happen yet. So somebody's going to hit the ground. Either I'm going to land on him or I'm going to land on myself. It's just, don't hurt the quarterback. You, whatever. But quarterback, leave him alone.
Do you think it's a lost cause to try to make football safer in general?
Well, I think it's a uphill battle. I think the crowd likes the violence. You see plays on TV, you see big hits, you see the oohs and ahs. They like that. That's what I'm sure helps drive ratings. So does touchdowns, scoring.
Everything except what you do.
Right. So if I'm, how do you make a violent sport not violent if that's what puts, people in the seats and so on and so forth? I don't know if people want to watch flag football. You got to ask the masses. But I play defense, and from the day I touched a football field, it was to punish whoever has the ball, quarterbacks included. But now that's not part of the game. It's gently assist him to the ground, but the running back, you can just destroy him. Receivers, if they're not defenseless, you can destroy them too. But everybody else getting cut and rolled up and late hit. I mean, it's silly.
So, Cam, beyond any improvements to what players wear, should efforts just stop to try to make the game safer because it takes something out of the game?
Well, that will go to the fan base. As you as a football player, would you want to see a big hit? The human body's not made for big hits. I can guarantee you that. It's not. So you take two human beings and smash them into each other, something's going to give. That's unsafe. Now, if NFL fans don't want to see big hits, sure, we could make it a very different game. Don't want to see quarterbacks on the ground. It could be a very different game. But I just feel like this is not just football. Just tell me. Don't, excuse my language, don't piss on me, tell me it's raining. Just tell me, listen, we're going to protect quarterbacks differently. We're going to protect running backs or receivers or defensive players. Just be blunt about it. Not, we care about your safety, because you don't care about my safety. You care about some people's safety. My needs mean just as much to my family and my ability to play and provide and so on and so forth, just as Tannehill's does. I can't understand that his are more important than mine.
Is this especially on your mind because you lost somebody to this game? You've seen a guy, another veteran in the league, that might not only be season ending. To have that kind of injury at that age, that could be it.
Well, I hope not. I had a season-ending injury a few years ago. Oh, it is. I've been there, and I've had the same thing said about me. So I hope to see him again. But it's It's just that overall theme of saying one thing and not necessarily doing it. I mean, it's an interesting time we live in. I mean, that's what it is, and you try to do your best to conform, but at the end of the day, it's football. I mean, there's only so much that you can change it. I mean, even speaking to some of the guys in the back end, that's even more of a thin line. You got receivers running 20 miles an hour. You got safeties running 20 miles an hour. Literally, millisecond, probably nanosecond is probably more realistic. That angles change, things happen, and you're trying to make a play just like he is. But we're defenders, so we're the ones who are wrong, not the offensive players.
This might sound funny, but does there need to be a subdivision union of defensive players to make this case to the league? Someone to speak for defensive players and say, look, quarterbacks should not be valued above defensive players when it comes to health.
That would be great, but name someone who would agree with you that's not a defensive player.
Right. Well, it would take a lot of big-name defensive players like yourself
But then
making that case publicly.
I see your ace, and I raise you the entire quarterback brigade and owner brigade. I mean, at what point, how many defensive players do you need to trump a quarterback and an owner? It is, but at the same day, I'm still trying to get a sack. So, I mean, where does stoppable object or unstoppable force and movable object? Because trust me, I mean, we're trying to get there. I'm talking about all defensive players. What do? Quarterbacks are defenseless all the time. When am I defenseless? A league rule, when is a defensive end defenseless? I get cut, I get hit, I get chipped, I get hit in the head. I mean, it doesn't matter. But as a quarterback, don't hit him knee, don't hit him in the head, don't hit him too early, don't hit him too late, don't lay on him, don't land on him.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the interviews. I hope you enjoyed the show. And as always, if you did, please hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends, post on Facebook, whatever, hit the like button, and definitely leave me some comments, questions, concerns, anything you'd like to see or hear in the videos, stuff like that. So definitely let me know, and of course the most important thing is subscribe. So with that said, I'll see you guys soon, and Phins up.